And this would be a Doom clip. Again, another Doom clip. All right. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go.
I'm going to please promise when I go to New York next time, I want to buy you both lunch.
And shit, I'm not in New York. I'm in Chattanooga.
Oh God, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm fucking way. I'm a lot closer. You can buy me lunch. I'll come down to fucking Central Florida, hang out, and maybe go see Grady Judd do a press conference.
Let's go hang out with Chad.
We could go hang out with Chad. Chad loves.
Nobody wants to hang out with Chad.
Maybe we could burglarize some houses or some shit. He says he's moving in with his girlfriend, which I never even knew he had a girlfriend.
He's another guy that I feel like just like one of the reasons he'd be unlikable if I ever hung around him is because he's like he has to be the Z-man all the time, and I can't do that. If we do a show together, we get on stage, we're all fucking shitting on each other, riffing and stuff, cool. But like when we're hanging out backstage, or you're like afterwards, you're at an after party, you're having a beer, just be you, man. Like be you. Like, where'd you go to school? Who are you in love with? Like, what was your worst day ever? And it's not like he's always going to be the Z-man. And it's like, dude, can you stop being the
Z-man? If you ever hear a true story from Chad, man, it's by accident. You know what I mean? These are the ones that he will get absolute, he figures, loyalty from. It's wild. Like, he gets people that aren't even entertainers at all. There's not even anything wrong with that if there's something entertaining actually about him, I mean, we would not be, look, trust me, we would never be talking about Chad Zumock ever if it wasn't for KB, I mean, he owes his whole fucking life to KB.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, is that a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, people seem to like, making fun of Chad, and having him as a fucking even in the end, maybe Felicia is going to be like a net win for everybody, because it gives everybody that psychic, that crazy bitch, that everybody loves to hate. So maybe that's what he's going for.
I went on MLC when Chad was like, "All right, let's go. We'll do side splitters. We'll fucking." You want to go toe to toe? And I was like, let's go. And he's like, oh, you said 5 minutes. I'll go 15. You want to go 15? I was like, 15, done. Whatever. I'll go 30. What do you want to do? Let's go.
Right. Any amount of time, anywhere, anytime.
And by the way, at the end of the day, I don't care who's funnier. It was literally about, I'm just going to go and be funny. Yeah. If I get laughs and just leave, then I just got a bunch of new people. And I get a bunch of new people that are like, oh, he was funny. And then I just leave. Like, you could be funnier. Even or whatever, like as long as I don't bomb, I show up. I was funny, boom,
but
bing,
he's supposed
out.
to be this like a constantly working comedian in his mind. He's active and all that shit. So he thinks like you got to figure you're going into it with low expectations. Anyway,
so I was like, let me roll out of bed and just be funny for 10 minutes, and if I can just do that, the bar was so low in the first place. Like, I was just rolling out of bed to see if I was funny, and now he backed out. By the way, Chad, you backed out. So yeah, I think he knows he's not as funny as he says he is.
Well, I mean, he's not confident in his funniness, that's for sure. And he shouldn't be, because he's not. I mean, he shouldn't even challenge people to shit like that ever. Chad is the most unreliable fucking person. He won't pay people shit they owe him or that he owes them.
Oh, that death pool thing was great.
Death pool thing. He did it to me before that. He said one time on Twitter, he's like, I think I mentioned him being on my show.
And he said, you know what, Pat? I will give you $500 if you break one comedian's jaw. And I got one guy in mind. And you were like, done. And he never paid. I know.
No, he offered me $800 for proof that that he had ever been on my show. I've never been on your show. I'll give you $800. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Somebody put up the proof, and he's like, we didn't shake on the bet or whatever. He didn't agree. It wasn't a bet. It was just an offer by him. But here's what's funny. Bob Levy had some money that he owed Chad, so he just paid it directly to me.
Oh, that's
Thank
hilarious.
God for Bob Levy.
I love that man.
Yeah, Chad did not like it.
Yeah, I dare anyone to find me ever saying a bad word about Bob Levy. I love him.
Well, I'm not going to look for it. Another reason that KB likes to snipe is he likes to see who's giving money to people so that he can harass them later. Like he harasses people who give money to other shows. Kevin has that zero-sum game mentality, where he thinks that if you're giving money to them, then that's money that he didn't get.
Well, Chad did that too. Remember early, a couple of years, I don't know if it was a year or two ago, but like I remember, I think Carl pointed it out that Chad was contacting people that had canceled their Patreons and was like, well, I guess like you're just not into it anymore or whatever. Like the kind of weird shit that like when you were young in your early 20s and you were drunk, you'd send to an ex-girlfriend like in the middle of the night, like,
Guess we're not fucking anymore.
I guess like you found happiness or whatever with another show. And
Good
it's
for
like,
you. I'm sad.
yeah, and it's like, this is just somebody who gives you $5 every 30 days. Chill.
Yeah, or like,
Jesus
you
Christ.
ever try to cancel a service that you have, and they're like, "Are you sure?" I mean,
I'm sure
What if
I
we
wouldn't be
offer
on the
you-
phone.
It's so fucking annoying. I can't imagine getting a personal message from some creator like that. Like, hey, what's the problem? I mean, you even take an exit survey to give you your fucking issues. So, I mean, like, look at that. I don't want to fucking, whatever the reason is. But anyway, that's a long time ago. He's since lost that Patreon, which he was making he was making $30,000 a month or whatever it is he claims he was making. I mean, like he's full of shit. Chad's one of these guys that goes back and forth too. I have all the money, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm too broke to pay these people." Then he's like, "Oh, look, I'm unboxing my fucking new shoes that I ordered. Here's 4 pairs of Jordans that I just got, but I don't have money to give to you people who deserve it for winning this contest." I mean, he's a laughable piece of shit.
The thing is like I'm lifestyle wise, I'm not dissimilar to that. It's just that like when it comes to bragging about my things and sharing, like setting up bets that I can't cash or writing checks I can't cash, I don't do that. Or stealing credit cards from people. Like I don't do that angle. Like it's just sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. The difference is when I'm down, people aren't going, what about that death pool? Because I never started a death pool. You know what I mean? No, yeah, Chad is a guy that death pool, I mean, honestly, that's proof to me that God exists. Like, whenever people go like, oh, how do you know God exists? I'm like, in moments where things like people like Chad Zumock will go, death pool, let's go, blah, blah, blah. And in his mind, like a guy like him, his mind, he's like, I'm going to make so much money off these marks. And then everyone picks Ski Mask and he dies.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just like that to me. Every time something like that happens in life, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely a God.
And his favorite thing was not only taking the money, but also having the opportunity to go, this guy's pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, I know.
He's the picture of health. This is after he's been like, oh man, I've got a personal trainer and I've cut back on drinking. And now his whole life is turned around after 3 weeks, so he starts bragging about fucking health of all things.
Hit the like button.
This is a Doom clip. Let's let that emotional weirdo not spam me. And if you want to donate to Doom, I mean, his Cash App's everywhere. We all know your Cash App, Doom. I've given you money before. Doom's never given me money. I can honestly say I've given Doom money. Doom's never given me a penny.
Send me one more goddamn Doom clip that I'm not going to watch. What?
Doom, you're doing Doom. You're telling everybody saw you're doing a Lord's work.